You are. Looks like you had so much more work in this movie. You were like in every scene. What was the biggest differences for you in this first and second movie?
The first movie, I feel like Bella has always had a very strong sense of self, and the things that are thrown at her, it makes her falter, but she's always somehow able to get it back, despite what happens in New Moon, which is ultimate heartbreak, like the closest to death you could possibly imagine. I mean, basically what she thought completed her, even physically and emotionally. Like, she's addicted to this thing. She's committed to it completely, decided the rest of her life I'm 19, at 17. Now all of a sudden she's wrong, and in New Moon she has to, like, deal with the choices that she made in the first. It's a more considerate, thoughtful approach to sort of like the same story. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, we introduce another character who throws it off a little bit more. We have a werewolf that she also falls in love with on a different level. So it's like, it's just a very sort of complex look at what it's like to get to know yourself and get to know the person that you're in love with.
Mm-hmm. But that is that love triangle. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
I feel like she sort of goes through something in this that most people, not just girls, I mean, you find in life that there are different levels of being in love with someone, and maybe everybody doesn't find that undeniable, indescribable, it's indescribable, so the love thing that she has for Edward, but it's really hard when her best friend is sort of like the better choice for her, and on paper maybe gonna make her life easier, but it's like, maybe it's easier, but maybe I don't want to choose easy. You know, she chooses, well, I mean, I guess I don't want to give it away, but...
Right, but, you know, but you can't relate. We've all had the hole.
Yeah.
We've all had that hole in our chest. We know what you're going through, but yeah, they talk about the extremes. But for you as an actress, I mean, what's different about this one as opposed to the last film? I mean, were you more involved?
Yeah. It just by the nature of the material, it expected much more from me as an actor or whatever. But Bella goes through so much. I mean, she hits ultimate low, and then the ultimate high. And so I feel like the only way that you can really know yourself is like if you do that. Okay, but as an actor, the only way that I was able to really go that low is because Chris, our director, was seriously compassionate and considerate, and always made us feel very, very safe. And it's intimidating material because it's set in an unreality. It's like, do you think you know what it's like to love someone? You don't, because it's that much greater in our movie. You know what I mean? So it's always trying to take an emotion that you feel like is real to you and make it bigger. Mm-hmm.
What's been the best and worst experience about being involved with this Twilight thing?
We've been so busy, luckily, that we haven't really been able to look. And I know what you're getting. I mean, it's so strange that people care that I pump gas every day and that I walk outside of my house like wearing a different T-shirt. It's weird, but we've been so busy on like what's important to us, which are these movies, that, I mean, those are the good and bad things. But the bad thing is sort of only from an outside perspective. It's like if you were to look at this, it'd be like, wow, that's so weird that you have to deal with that. But you only have to deal with it if you choose to deal with it. So.